Yo, what's going on, my people? It's another sit-down special. Come on, you done know. This is a music one. I'm going to be talking about music. Got artists here, got producers here. So yeah, everyone wants to introduce themselves, go on.
Oh, yeah. Like I've never been here before. LeSwave, rapper, producer. Well, I don't really produce anymore. Engineer. All-round rascal. Sick guy, man.
Yeah, man. Wonder, producer from South London. Engineer as well. You get me? Yeah, man. Every genre and does. Yeah, man.
Gavin, sometimes I go by Smile More, rapper, do some mixing, just an all-round creator.
Hear that. And you don't know, of course, it's me. Music, everything, whatever. Podcast, vlogging.
Your name, fam. Get me. You know what I'm saying? Me this.
You don't know, it's crazy. Was once a producer, tried to, didn't work. Stuck as an artist, vlogger, podcaster, enjoyment. Yeah, that's just me. That's me overall. So yeah. So yeah, how's everyone been? How's everyone feeling today? What's the vibes? What's the week been like, etc.?
Boy, it's been a tiring week, you know, I can't lie. I don't know if it's something. I'm hoping I'm sounding a bit lively, but it's sessions after sessions. Literally, yesterday I came out from a session all late and that. And I have to fly up to East now.
Come on, East is light, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Every day complain about East, though.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just that you lot are too far, man.
Yeah, you're south, innit?
I'm south, man.
Well, whereabouts in south?
I'm in right now. My studio's in Bromley, innit? But
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, I'm saying. Look where man's coming from.
When I was
You get
driving,
what I'm
getting
saying?
down there is long, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. It's been calm though.
Jeff?
Very well, you know. Can't lie. Feel peaceful. The week before was testing. I can't lie, but I'm one of those where if I have a tough week, I know to myself I'm like, you know what, the next ones should be calm. Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So nothing to complain about, man. Feel blessed.
That's good.
Blessed, you know.
Swift?
I'm I was gonna sleep for like a month, man. Honestly, like, I don't know. I feel like this month has just been like mad busy, like just sorting out bare shit with like music stuff, podcasting stuff. But like other than that, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain, man. You know, God's good, man.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Yeah. This week's been alright, man. Been doing this the artist way, like I was telling you before. Been like listening to that, telling man some home truths about music and that. And yeah, very interesting. If you're an artist, check it out. Been doing these free pages. So when you wake up in the morning, off the rip, you just write whatever's in your brain. It kind of clears your brain, and it's very productive. It's actually made me want to make more music because you know, like general, your brain's usually clouded in the morning. Like it kind of goes into your day, and if you don't sort out whatever problems you got to sort out, it kind of just sits in your head for the day.
When you're saying write down, you mean like write down anything that's on your
Yeah, literally. Right. So when you wake up in the morning, open like. Get a notepad, whatever it is, and just write 3 pages of whatever's in your brain. So everything,
I like that.
Literally just kind of exits your brain because you've already dealt with it early in the morning, so your brain can be free to work on whatever it needs to work on. And I've been doing it since Monday, and yeah, today I'm feeling my brain's
You know what I like about that, low key, is because I think some of the stuff I've come across, whether it be different audiobooks or whatever, sometimes they don't go into them like the mindset. So like clearing your mind, however it may be, innit? It's like a form of therapy, a form of meditation. It's not just I need to tick this box to make sure I've posted here.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
So yeah, for me, because especially messing up my Achilles, rupturing my Achilles, my brain's kind of been in this space of like I can't do anything until I get this sorted. Do you know what I mean? I can't until surgery. Until this. Can't do anything, so my brain's been kind of there, plus just lying down, making sure my foot's elevated all the time, all this kind of stuff. So been kind of messing with my brain. My brain hasn't been as proactive and active as it should be.
You should be productive though.
I'm trying to be.
A lot of people could just use this as an excuse, really, truly. But
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. So, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. And since I've been doing that since Monday, my creativity, I'm like, oh yeah, calm. Let me go mix this. Let me blah blah stuff that I got to do. I can creatively. It's coming to me a lot quicker. Do you know what I mean? So
Do you think maybe also because you're maybe like physically writing down the stuff as well? Do you think that's maybe helping in terms of maybe like creating ideas for like when you want to write songs?
Yeah. Definitely. Do you know what? Because I don't really do that as much as I used to. I don't think anyone does. You don't.
Well, right.
Yeah, right. As much as yeah, I don't.
Here and there.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm on that mic beat. Whatever comes, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, you don't do it like that. You don't use your phone and that.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I think it depends on the song. Like if it's more like melodic song, then I'll just punch in, just
straight as you go
freestyle,
along.
But if it's like more like lyrically like heavy, then I have to sit down. But like there was even like, what was it, February?
Yeah,
Me and them, like, I think for me, like, I think we got bored though. We got tired because we were too busy. But for maybe like the first 2-3 weeks, more like writing a 16 every day.
Okay.
Write 16, send it as a voice note, just to kind of like.
And the thing is, you have to be accountable as well, because like he'd message me and be like, "Yo, bro, you done it?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm just, I ain't even started yet. I message him. I know it's the same. It's like, "Yeah, bro, man's been," but like even if it means by like 1-2 o'clock in the morning, you send it over. You have to send something like. Some 16 has to be there.
Though.
So and it got kind of boring. Like you're gonna get back to it, but
Like, it wasn't necessarily like it was boring. It's the fact that our days were just so busy. So it's like one of the ones where it's like maybe like the first day I'll send a 16 by like 5 p.m. I've got it out of the way. But then by day 10, Craig sent me a 16 by like 8 p.m. But I'm not at yard. I'm at gym or something. I'm like, fuck, I need to run home. I need to shower. I need to mentally prepare myself to write.
Did it get to a point where you kind of just throwaway verses?
Yeah, no, word.
No, I generally wrote
every we did it for what, 30, I think it's like 30 days. We did it for the full.
Did it for the whole
thing. And literally, bro, every single one, like.
There was one day I wanted to cheat, but I said, nah, I can't do it. I wanted to cheat. I said, if I can find one tune that I've not used it for, man will do it. But I said, you know what,
Hey, do you know how much times, I was like, Sway heard this verse before. He just found a beat that ain't fit, so. I wanted to, and I was like, nah, because at the end of the day, I'm cheating myself, innit? Like, it's not, you know what I mean? I'm actually cheating myself, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, like, nah. Let me just write the 16, get out the way, sort that. And as it went, as every 16 I made, it got better and better and better. Sometimes I was jumping on different type of beats that I don't even usually do. Do you know what I mean? Just trying to see what, you know what I mean, what comes up. So, but back to the whole writing pen thing. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like your brain kind of, I don't know, like. What the fuck? No, I think that was the AC.
It's such your brain.
You see that noise there, yeah? You know something's going on.
So I went left, but I think actual writing, it's kind of more feel more, like you're feeling it, like feeling more, right? So I'd advise everyone to use that, man. The artist way, save an audio book, or if you want to actually buy the book and read, if you're that type of person, then you know what I mean. But yeah, that's been my week, man. But let's get into some questions and that. How would you describe your come up in the UK music scene, underground, etc.? However you want to look at it, because we're all the same age as well, so we're the same times. So yeah.
Do you want to go first?
No, I don't mind. So I'll just ask someone.
Because you looked at me and I think, wait, why do I have to?
I don't know. I don't mind that. You get me?
So man trying to cop out and that, yeah?
Because you're sitting there, it's easy to just
Mr. Copperfield. Man, like Mr. Copperfield, fam.
So.
I'll go.
That's what's not good to sit next to the host, because the host will say something and he'll be like,
and then he'll just look
twist his
straight.
With mine, it's kind of quick to say, I guess, isn't it? Like, I only got into music, funny enough, off the back of what we're talking about, like in terms of using our thoughts and our words and writing them down as therapy. That's why I ended up even getting into music, because after my mum passed away, innit? And there was a lot in my head, and you feel you can't get it out. I don't know, something one day came over me, was just like, write it down. Wrote it down, long story short, that turned into spoken word, then that turned into like poetry, then that turned into like lyrics, and then that's why I got a shout out Shane. One time I think I wrote something down, I came and recited it to him, spat it to him, and he was like, no, you're recording this. I was in his room, innit? He's like, no, you're recording this, no option, no. You're recording this, and then from there, pretty much just
been in love with it all ever since.
And then just keep creating, man.
No, I hear that still. Mine was a bit different. Like, obviously, I used to spit back in the day, innit? And then I think year 8 maybe I got sent to Ghana. Year 8, year 9. So obviously, over there at them times there, the scene's not really as big, or you don't have access to certain things that you would have here, innit? But I really wanted to stay into music, innit? I really wanted to, you get me? So. Yeah, literally, I think my friend gave me my first FL studio. He sent it to me. over MSN and that. This is how far back I was going. MSN, you get me? So I was just like obviously playing about with it, but see, it still wasn't the same, innit? But I just knew I had a love for producing after that, you get what I'm saying? So after that, I've come back probably like college now. And I said, yeah, I'm around bare people who play keys and all them things there. I can't play instruments to save my life all up until now, innit? But you get me? I was just around all of them, you get me? I was just like, nah, I can do this, I can do that. Nah, I can do that. I don't need to know how to, you get me? Literally, just literally, yeah, just playing around with Fruity Loops, playing about with it. And then I'll say my first proper rhythm was with an artist in the scene. I ain't gonna mention the name, but you know, innit? You know what I'm talking about, innit? Yeah. But I thought it went well. I thought I blew then, you know. I'm getting 2,000, 3,000 plays on SoundCloud. I'm thinking, I'm gone.
Of course. Especially back then as well. SoundCloud was the currency, fam.
I'm thinking, I'm gone.
Get 2,000 plays on that. That's a mad thing, you know.
Literally. And then obviously, growing up, me and Cadet were like we've known each other for a while, innit? So literally, he's saying that he's jumping back onto music. I said, but my producer, you get me? Boom. And then literally just gone from there. He's giving me my motivation, all of that, like literally. So I just thought, you know what? Nah, man. I had to do the music thing. Let me try to get my degree in uni. Obviously, we went to the same uni and that. Let me try to get that, but that's not really what I want to do, innit? I want to do the music things. Like, literally, ever since then, literally just been producing ever since then, really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ain't look back.
Kind of similar, like I kind of started turning around with it like secondary school, like late secondary school and like sixth form and stuff. Would like record songs, put out promos and that. But by the time I got to uni, I wasn't really interested in it. I wasn't really interested in it anymore. Not that I wasn't interested, but like I had a love for it. But for me, if I'm honest, man, there was girls.
Yeah, I hear it.
I can't lie, for your uni though, I can't lie, man. Big distraction. If I went to your uni, I don't know.
In fact, off air,
I don't know. I felt like at that time it was like I was just so like uni, playing basketball, girls. I'm popular. Let me just enjoy it. Let me just do enjoyment.
So forget about
I'm Nigerian. Let me just do enjoyment. But obviously, the guys that I kind of like that I became friends with at uni, big up Anafi, big up Bracer, Jordan. They were all like very creative. So it was like we kind of all just got together, banded together, and I'd be in studio sessions with them. And I was producing at the time, but then again, I wasn't really feeling it anymore. And then just one day, I just said, you know what? Let me actually just jump back in. I was meant to start working with one guy that went to my uni. Let me not mention his name. He was meant to come to a session. He ended up not coming to the session. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just record a song. Done a freestyle and released it. And from there, started getting bookings and whatever. And it was just like, you know what? I have to make music now. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm seen as an artist now. So
And obviously you enjoyed it more.
Yeah, like I think it was like I started getting shows and I'm performing all over Shoreditch and started doing all over England and started doing Europe and stuff. And it's just like, oh shit, like there's actually people that actually want to see me perform and want to hear my music. And you mentioned SoundCloud, like bro, releasing on SoundCloud and you're getting X amount of plays and then there's people like Gets and Chip that are hearing my song and loving it and it's like, damn, like.
That's what I'm saying, that motivation.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And the rest is history, man.
No, that's sick. That's definitely sick. For me, used to mess about with FL at college. Messed about, did a bit of stuff. Once again, not gonna name the anyway. Make some music here and there. Used to be like literally sit outside, write bars, have like nutty violins and all that kind of stuff. The man's like, just do grime, I'm like, brother, I love rap. I can't do grime. This grime thing. I used to try it, but for me, no, it was dead. We're not leveling. There's no way I was getting anywhere with that. Like, no one's gonna listen to man, innit? Although like had little MP3s going around, people listening. Oh yeah, this is cool, whatever it is. Then college did a couple bits. Met Shane. Done a couple bits there, blah blah. Got to uni, of course, met you. So uni, I feel like was the time when I was really, really making music. Like that was like my
turning point.
The turning point for me, just making, just trying to churn out songs. That's the EPs and all that kind of stuff came out. But yeah, then went on tour, did a tour and that little tour and that was good. But yeah, never really did any shows and stuff over like London and that. Didn't really get no air quote recognition like that. But abroad was where the recognition was really. So yeah, that's for me kind of coming up in the music, UK music.
That's
really,
funny, you know, because it's like that's like with Cadet as well. His first show wasn't even in London. It weren't in. Like, it was in like I think they were booking him out in like France and that, in Spain and that. It's like he weren't getting love over here. That's just mad,
brother. I don't feel like I've ever really got love over here, to be honest. Like
crazy.
it's always been abroad. If you look at like my Spotify, even SoundCloud, from early, it's always people like the Germanys and the this that and the whatever. So Spain's, France, blah blah. And I've got. I still to this day, I've got people messaging me from them places like, yo, da 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 da. I remember when you did, what's it called again? Oh, what was that rhythm that we done back in the uni times? Oh my days.
Rhythm.
I can't remember what it is, but someone brought it up to me. I was like, how do you even remember that? Because
I produced it.
Yeah, you produced it, like first year uni, but stuff like that. I'm like, how do you remember? I've forgotten about that. Do you know what I mean? Like even I've forgotten about it. So having those kind of air quote core people that like to listen to your music is, do you know what I mean? I think is a definitely a turning point.
You just made me think of something, yeah. Because obviously I know you.
Sorry,
I just met you two guys today.
Yo, Gav.
Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Obviously, I know you personally.
Yeah.
I've just met you guys today, and off vibe, I can tell everyone here, no one feels like they're Hollywood or anything like that. But going to what you said about, you gave the Cadet example, your example. Do you think that being very down to earth and approachable works against you sometimes? Like in the UK, specifically, like coming from London. Do you know what I mean? In a sense of, because you don't go on like their shit, so to speak. Do you think then
is it more like yours too accessible?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In a way, yeah. But then there was an artist recently. He put out a song, and he put out a tape. Actually, I think it was probably like last year. And people were getting onto him because he weren't sociable. He didn't look like he was getting bookings in that. Don't get twisted, he was getting bookings in that. But it just looked like he weren't sociable. Then he named his tape something that people say he don't do, innit?
Oh, okay.
The person who probably listen to this will probably know. Now I'm talking about him, innit?
Yeah.
But so with that, yeah, I don't think it goes against you, or I don't think it. I don't see a pro or con with any of that, really and truly. I get what you're saying though, but I feel like people want you to be more approachable than not approachable. Because it's like they'll see you, and it's like it's almost a thing where it's like, can I chat to him or can I not? I just have to just tweet him or something like that. Oh, I saw you. Yeah. But you didn't come and take pictures. So it's like you're not really engaged with your fans, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just literally, it's different. I don't know.
I'd say even like in today's like the way the currency of like being sociable and being known is, it's like it's way higher than the music. Like if people look at you as approachable and feel like they know you and they know what you're getting up to in your life, people are more likely to be more invested in your music. Like there's a lot of artists that I see that are coming up on like TikTok and or they're quite popular on Twitter. Their music isn't necessarily good, but they've got a fan base based on people feeling like they're friends with this person or they've got access to this person. So I don't think it necessarily not plays in your favour, but then at the same time on the other end, there are artists where they're so elusive and they're so like antisocial that when they drop, it's like, oh shit, he's dropped. Let me go and check it out. But then that's only for certain artists.
Yeah, do you know what? I feel like for artists that I think there's the timing. I think the time of when the artists came about. So you see like the Playboy Cartis and the like, I know it's American we're talking about, but like you see like those type of artists that came out earlier. I feel like they can do stuff like that now. Like I don't feel like an artist coming out now I don't want to say you can't do anything because you can do whatever you want to do in it, but I feel like you're more receptive if you're. Do you know what I mean? As you said, the currency of what it is now is very different. Do you know what I mean?
It's a good point you said about the time. Sorry.
No, go on.
It's a good point what you're saying about the timing because I'm trying to think of examples, innit? Last UK one, correct me if anything, but last UK one I could think that can do that, where they go quiet and then come back. Exactly, J Hus. Apart from that, anyone new? I don't know.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone new that could go quiet.
What, that's come right after Hus.
Just I mean, saying that, I'm thinking, do you think Central C could?
I was gonna say that,
It came to mind.
Kind of, but I think where his game plan kind of works is that even though he's not necessarily as accessible, but when you are able to access him,
he's calm.
It's calm. You know what I mean? And he's still putting out content where you still feel like you're a part of it, but then he can disappear for like a few days. Yeah. But whereas like.
Because even Cairo Keys and all that as well. His thing's been popping up like crazy.
But then that's the thing. I think it depends on the genre you do as well.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain genres where you can't not be approachable. Do you know what I'm saying? If man's doing like the hard school old school rap thing, you can't not be approachable. Innit? So, something like drill, maybe you get me. It's a bit different. It's like I don't know their temperament, sort of thing. You get me? But literally that as well.
So, I guess 50-50. I guess in that sense, it's definitely a 50-50 thing with that. So, what do you guys think is the biggest challenges that you faced in just music in general? I think my challenge. My challenge is getting used to stuff now. Getting used to what's going on now, because I'm not that old in it. But it's like getting used to how things are moving now. The currency of like having to be seen all the time and all that kind of stuff. I think that's the kind of thing that I'm trying to get used to. And
like social media and that.
Yeah, like not. Yeah, like okay, for instance, the TikToks. Yeah, you have to post this and blah blah blah, blah and always have to be posting in a certain type of way. I just feel like that, like you can get left behind if you don't move with the times. Shane said it to me, that bro, you have to move with the times. Like if you don't, blah blah, which can, of course, I'm not trying to chase a certain sound because I'm gonna make a sound whatever I feel, whatever I like, and if I want to make something rap, make something rap. If I want to make something dance or whatever it is, but yeah, me just getting used to that whole having to be seen TikToky. You know what I'm saying? Like the TikTok era, the TikTok era of things. I think that's 100%. my kind of challenge that I face is in coming into the industry and not already being there. Because I feel like if you're already there, like if you're talking about the gets and the chips and all that kind of stuff, they can just, do you know what I mean? They can just move on and do whatever. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's my kind of challenge, I think, personally.
I think mine's a bit different. I'm a producer, innit? It's like you can have an artist that you're working with closely and that, but you just know that their inbox or whatever, if you ain't got that sort of relationship with them, you're gonna be going up against 10 other thousand producers. For sure, one gonna stand out. Do you know what I'm saying? I've been through that for time. Even though man was underrated legend, I know Cadet was still getting bare emails for beats and that. I've had to do something that I think would be better than that. Or, do you get what I'm saying? So I think that for me, that's probably the hardest one. Still just trying to keep relevant to what the artist who I'm working with or any artist who I want to produce for, like making sure that man stand out in it. You get what I'm saying? I hate writing emails as well. So
ChatGPT, man.
Hey, ChatGPT is the saver, you know. I can't lie. ChatGPT is the saver, bro. I can't lie.
I'll say on my end, I think it's two things. I think similar to yours, like just kind of adapting to having to be an artist now. I think when you're a SoundCloud, when you've started off from like the SoundCloud era where you can just drop whenever and people will flock to your music, whereas now it's kind of like the music, it's not that the music doesn't matter, but the music is just maybe like 20% of it now. You need to be sociable, you need to be posting yourself, you need to kind of be everywhere.
Marketing.
Like, you need to, like, you have to be unashamed of it, and I think that's where I not struggle with it, but at the same time, it's kind of like I'm just. For me, I'm just like, I feel like I'm begging. But at the same time, if you don't promote it, then that's on you. Do you know what I mean? And I think the other thing that I kind of one of the other challenges is like after I got signed and I dropped my single, not being able to pick up on that momentum, not based on what I want to do, but based on a label saying, okay, cool, do this, do that, and not being able to drop. And then when you've now come out of your label deal, it kind of feels like, shit, what do I do now? Because the people that were checking for me before, they haven't heard from me in like over a year. Do people even care anymore? Do people still want to hear music from me?
That must be a challenge.
Like, bro, man was depressed for like a year, bro. Like,
I'd imagine being in that environment as well. Obviously, you say better, but it's very around like KPIs, numbers, etc.
Yeah.
So coming out of that mindset to remember what tapped you into it in the first place.
Yeah. Like you get into it now, and it's like meeting a girl. Like before you get signed, they're doing everything, they're giving you neck, they're doing that. You get into the relationship now, and bro, everything that they said they were doing before, they're not doing
no more.
And it's like you're having to, and like of course you're on the label with maybe like 6-7 other artists, and you're having to kind of like put your best foot forward, but then at the same time they want you to do certain stuff, and it's like, you know why you signed me, so you know I'm a rapper, you know I make this type of music. Why do you want me to make I'm a piano music? That's mad. You want me to make I'm a piano?
I said that. I think what?
Bro, like what you want me to make I'm a piano?
Mad. You know what's so mad? That's so mad, yeah. Because I walked into a label, big label, yeah. Meeting me, it was me and Trip, innit? Shout out Trip. walked in there. The security guard said, "Oh yeah, you lot do music, yeah, producer. If you're not doing Afro beats, you may as well just walk out now." That's what he said to me, you know. That's what the guard said to me. Not even one of the A&Rs. He said, he said he's seen people come and go. If you're not doing Afro beats, just leave now, innit? I said, say word is like that. From the security guard to tell me that.
If he knows what's going on, that's a mad thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
What? That's
crazy.
crazy.
So I'm saying, ask Trip next time you chat to.
Was he right as well?
Yeah, Trip, the producer, and and he raps as well.
No, was the security guard right? Was he?
Was he right? Oh yeah.
I didn't even manage to
I'll just leave it.
At that time, yeah. Obviously, we've gone in there. We're playing like, you get me, the Mandem music and that, yeah. And obviously, you know, Trip's mad versatile.
Yeah.
So we played one of his like dancehall sort of things. They wanted that quickly.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Everything else,
forget about it.
Yeah, they literally said, "Have you got any more of these?"
Literally,
have you got any more of
I've been in the
these?
same, like, bro. I remember I had an album coming out in 2019, King of Essex. Shopped, like, basically went to maybe
album is so cool.
5-6 different labels just to shop it around. I'm not gonna say one of the labels. They wanted to sign it, like they were gonna sign it. But then an artist came out from their label, like blasting them on Twitter. So I said, yeah, we're not gonna sign these guys.
Yeah.
But played them the album. They loved the album, but the songs that they said, like, cool. If we were to like push this, we want the Afro swing. We want the Afro beats. That's the kind of stuff that we want. This was 2019, and him had us like, even though like I get it, and these are those are the type of singles that are banging at the moment, but
it's taken away a man's creativity all the time. Like, I hear
That's
it.
why I feel like there's a lot of times you see an artist and then they just disappear, and you're thinking what? And the artist is saying, "Bro, I'm not doing that because the core fans that I've brought to you, they don't want to hear that. Like I get what you want to push, but you don't understand. I've got my thing locked in. You lot are not gonna try and take this and then make me flop, and then you're not gonna say, oh, well, you owe me X, Y, Z because of the advance and all this. Do you know what I mean?
At least go out standing on something you believe in.
Yeah,
instead of
do you know what I mean?
Something else, innit?
But at the same time, people do want to just chase. Oh, I want to be signed. Like, even I remember when I was talking to ones, and I said, "Oh, bro, would you think I need a manager?" And he's like, "What would you need a manager for?" And I was like, "Oh, well, you know, bookings and da 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 da." It's like, brother, he goes, "You can do that all yourself." It's like, I said the same to Swave. I said to Swave, I said, "Brother, he's like, brother, what?" He goes, because he's had that. He's been in this. It's like, brother, you don't need that, bro, because you're not at that point of where you need that. Do you know what I mean? Like, for some people, they might be at that point where they need to navigate certain things and they can't do it themselves. But do you know what I mean? When it gets too much, because, bro, you ain't at that stage yet. Because in my head, I'm thinking, well, if I have a manager, they can kind of just deal with all that stuff while I'm working on the creativity. But it's like,
you're giving someone 20%
off
for free.
For free, yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's literally how I've seen it. So even I've been talking to when I was working at one of the schools, and like some of the kids were talking about music and stuff like that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you know, like I'm doing this, but I'll play me some of their songs. Of course, it's all drill." And they were asking, "Oh yeah, do you know like what's like managers and stuff like that?" And I said, "Yo, you're not even at a point of where you should even be thinking of that. The only thing you should be thinking about is really."
I haven't even mixed the master the tune.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, I want to be on a label. I'm like, you got to think about all the groundwork and stuff. And of course, like one time I brought them my laptop and I was showing them like some bits and pieces. They're like, "Oh, but sir, you're doing." I was like, "Yeah, but I ain't got a manager. Like, I don't need a manager at the moment." I said, "I mix and master my stuff myself. Do you know what I mean? I might send the odd one out here and there, but you don't need to learn how to do that before you even start thinking of." God, "Oh yeah, but then what? I saw Central C do it." I said, "Yeah, but did you know what Central C was doing before?" I said, "You're only seeing what he's doing now. You don't see the grind of what he was doing before, and he was always DMing what's his name? Yeah, this is my next song. This is this.
Plus, I think it's important to know if you show yourself or try to teach yourself an idea of areas like that, then you know what you're paying the guy for.
Yeah,
Like half the time, people are paying people for stuff they don't even know what they're doing. Like.
Yeah, facts.
And certain terminology that people don't even know what they're saying. That one there still upsets me. You know? Oh my day, I'm recording somebody, and they're like, I let me do the stems. I'm looking like, let you do this. I'm baffled now, yeah. And he was with someone who knows the music thing. Yeah. What is he talking about? Let me do ad-libs. You're calling ad-libs stems. I said, yeah, like we're looking it off in like 10 minutes. I said, I'm going home. I said,
So
this is long. Bro, I'm all the way up in North London as well, you know.
Oh, in things.
Yeah, bro. I said, yeah, it's long, bro. I said, yeah, man.
Oh my days.
But yeah, that as well. Like, as an up and coming artist, yeah, you should know certain things around certain DAWs and that, so that you can say the right terminology and not say stems.
Yeah, that's
But
stems, you know. That's,
it's
I've
mad.
never heard that one before.
Bro,
Stems.
I was surprised, fam.
He's gonna start mastering it. There.
I was there, bro. I'm thinking you ain't even finished the whole thing yet. Like, it's mad. It's mad.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I didn't answer the question, innit?
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
this is interesting, innit, for me, because obviously I just met you guys, so I didn't know. So hearing tours, labels, placements, and all of that, like I just create every now and then, you know, them ones there. But it took me years to admit this or say this out loud and respectfully. Like I'm cold, innit? Like I make music that I love hearing, if that makes sense. Like it's meaningful to me. So even to go back to what we were talking about earlier, it's hard for me to just be posting stuff on social media because I've got this thing where if I don't have anything to say, I don't want to say anything, innit?
That's how I feel.
So it is kind of that yin yang kind of thing, and especially like I have friends. Even this week, it's funny because there's a lot of synchronicities in my life, innit? Where they're getting on to me, sort of like push your stuff, promote your stuff, and there's a part of me that does want to I do want to perform. But what I really do want to do is like the Linjani experience. That's where I got like
Can't lie, that was cold, brother. You need to do that
meaningful,
again.
innit?
You need to do that again.
Like even that, I want to package that and like make it, develop it into something. That was basically where I know. See how Cree knows each of us, and we come here before he got here, innit? And we just know. I was like, we know we're gonna be all right without Cree even being there.
For sure.
So I had 20 people like that, where not all of them knew each other. Like barely any of them really kind of knew each other. But I always said to myself, I want to put all these good people that I've met in different spaces in one space and just remind them that we're not alone. And the project that I did was called Linjani, which means how are you in my native tongue, innit? So it was like a whole experience of from mum passing all the way up into present day. So from the dark all the way up into the light and the liberation and the peace and the mindfulness and the hope, you know them ones there. And putting them all in that room together and just reminding everyone that we're not alone. It's that's something that I know everyone in that room's gonna remember forever. Doesn't matter, yeah, like that's meaningful to me. Like that's not to say I knock anything else, because I do wanna have these experiences like the placements and recording with other artists and that. But I think maybe as well, if I'm being honest, maybe there's a bit of fear. Maybe there's a bit of fear because that's a bit stepping outside of what I feel comfortable with, innit? So
I agree with that.
I feel like if you're an artist and you're not fearing, then there's something wrong.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You get me?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
You get me? Because this is what you want to do, so it's just like, you get me? You want to get it right, you get me? So I hear it still.
There's a bit of perfectionist there. Yeah, I'm like that. Even
That's killing artists, though.
no, that's killing me, right?
That's killing me right now.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's killing me, right,
killing
bro.
artists,
This song,
bro.
I think I said, you know, the song I sent to the group.
Yeah.
Brother, I've had that song since 2000 and I think the end part of 2003, fam.
Yeah, 2003.
2023.
I'm about to say, wait, what? I said, what?
2003 is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for 2023, and I've been tweaking it, doing this, blah blah. Went back to it yesterday. I was like, maybe I could do a delay throw, brother. Why am I adding a delay? Is it needed, bro? Like it's just really overthinking, man. I just want everything just to sound great, and I think it's because I know I'm gonna put it out, and people are gonna be, oh yeah, the song might be good. Some people not gonna like it, blah blah. But I just want it to be good enough. Do you know what I mean? To get to that next stage in music. So I think that perfectionist is definitely a problem, man. But I'm gonna say, do you guys prefer working solo or collaborating? Just in general.
I'm a mix. I love working by myself, but I think over the years, where I have gotten the most joy has been from collaborating. And it's not even necessarily from the song. Like, the song could be great or the song could be whatever. Like, whatever the song does, it does, innit? But I think it's just more so I enjoy the experience of being in the studio with people and just learning. And because it's like, I remember 2020, like literally just after lockdown, me and a couple of the boys, we were in Pirate maybe like every week.
I remember
like,
that, yeah, I remember
we were just
that.
doing like a 2-month like camp of just like coming Pirate every week, just recording as much music as we can and maybe forming into a project. And some of these men I've known for years, but some of them have only been like making music for maybe like 2-3 years now. Whereas I've maybe been like 5-6. I've been touring, been around the world, I've seen whatever. But I'm not too big to like meet people and learn from them. Like I'm learning different techniques from them, how they're writing, and I'm just like, oh shit! Like there was a period of life where I was just like, if I didn't rate you, I wouldn't make music. But now it's just more of a thing of like, if you're cold, regardless of whether you have 5 listeners or 100 million listeners, let's get in and work, and you learn from people. And I think some of the conversations you have in studio, bless you, some of the conversations you have with people in studio, just to kind of see where their mind is at in terms of like how they got into music, what it is they love about music, and just life in general. For me, those are more valuable to me than some of the songs. So
I hear it.
No, see, just like what you said, like you're not afraid to work with an artist that has 100 million or 10 or up and comings, and I think that's a lot. I think that hurts artists a lot when you start thinking that you're too big to work with certain artists, because it's like, oh well, if you're bigger, then what can they do for me? Like I've had people say like, oh yeah, but then what's that gonna do? I'm like, oh, you're not seeing the bigger picture, because you don't know. By you working with an artist, a label or something could be just watching that artist because they've got 10. They want to see where they're going, and they might hear your song and be like, "Oh, raw! So hold on a minute, his codes, he knows him. I wonder if," and then that becomes a whole a bigger thing. But a lot of artists they don't look at it like that. They don't look at it like that.
It makes me think of the term music is life as well, because I can tell we're in a room here with proper music lovers. Like it's in our blood, like it's in our soul.
Yeah, 100.
Music is life, and in the sense of I lost my train of thought there. What was I gonna say? What was you saying there? Say that again.
Just talking about like being bigger artists, like on a bit working with big, smaller artists.
Sorry, yeah. So you talk about sessions, innit? Sometimes, surely all of us have experienced this in different ways, where you realise, you're in a room, you're in a session, and some of the conversations you have, like based off of how did you get into this, or where are you even now? Why did you even write this? You realise, this session is more than this track.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting fed. Like this is giving me like,
information,
energy. For real, like, the track is great. It's calm, like it's cool. But at the end of the day, we might even just park this off for a second, so that it builds us up for the next one, based off of the conversation we had here.
That's funny, because I had a session like that not too long ago, probably like last month. Like I just wanted to know, like obviously somebody who I knew brought them in it, but like the way they were talking, I just wanted to know more about them, innit? Like their life experiences and all them thing there. And when I heard them, what they were saying, what they've gone through, I was like, wow. Like that was like the whole 2-hour session, you just literally talking, literally. So I said, yeah, cool. Boom, gonna make something for you now that I know what you're about. Bang on.
Yeah, see.
Next session came out back, because it's like man can feel the emotion and what you get me.
What you're giving off. Yeah.
Even the way you just said that. Now off of that conversation, I'm gonna make something for you. Not just make something. Serve it up to you. See if you like. Which can still be sick. Don't get twisted. But making it for someone, sometimes it just.
Like you guys are both on the same wavelength.
Now I know you get me where you're coming from, and it's like.
So you can detail it in into
to
feel
like,
emotion.
when you look at them, I'll never think that you've gone through all of that. Like it's mad, isn't it? Yeah, literally. It's something that one's happy with, but
For me, I think I always want to collab with people. Like that's one thing that I've always wanted to do, because I just see it as, like you were saying, it's just there's something I can learn from that verse. You might do something crazy, and I'm thinking, I've never actually tried to put that together before. Let me try and replicate it in my own type of way and give it a different type of style. Do you know what I mean? Different type of feel. Even when, that's why whenever I send him I say, bro, beg you give me a verse. All right, no worries. Boom, 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 boom. Sends me the verse. Like that. Just like was it the Nalakwi thing tune? I had 3 other people, sent it to them. Oh, yeah. I'm like, why am I waiting, fam? When I know there's people out here that will do it. Like I can send to them, and within if they can do it, they'll do it. If they can't, they'll say they can't. Cool, like you're looking for, I don't know what you're looking for. They're trying to string me along. So I said, cool. I said, Swave, I beg you, members. Yeah, boom, boom, done. Gave it to Casanova. Yeah, boom, 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 done. Gave it to NK. Boom, 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 done. Put out the tune now. They're like, I thought you were gonna blah blah. Why am I waiting? Like I literally said, I'm not waiting on you. I asked you the verse. It's either yes or no.
And that's always the worst, when you've reached out to people for verses and people are giving you story, and you end up getting other people that you're able to get on, and then when you release it, it's like, bro, like I thought you wanted me on the tune. Do you think I'm gonna wait all year for your verse?
Brother, I can't lie. I feel like if I waited, that song wouldn't have come out, and it wouldn't have come out like I did. Trust me, 100%.
That was a banger. But yeah, I got a ball to pick with you artists as well, though. Yeah, because you artists, will have a beat there for time. You gotta like say, I'm not working. Man's working, you know. Man's got bare the songs there, and you man are releasing that. You get what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? Even that happened around like the other, like last year. When did Petrol High come out? I can't remember.
Oh
but
yeah.
I gave it to someone for time.
Yeah, I remember that.
They aired it. Petrol has come out now. The person, but I wanted that. Well, I've given it to you like 2-3 years ago. Like,
Yeah, what
you ain't doing nothing with it. Like, it's gonna like say I'm not doing my stuff. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Artists were bad, man. I remember there's the producer Remedy sent me a beat.
Yeah.
2016. Got the beat. I was in America at the time, so I was like, yeah, when I get back, I'm gonna record whatever.
Yeah.
But again, as an artist, sometimes you just don't release it, or you've got other songs you're working on.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, maybe a year later, Young Bane and DBE dropped a tune
on the rhythm,
and it was one of the best songs in the project. I said, I can't release this now. I was fuming because it's nothing I could do. Like, I can't even go back to him, like, bro, what are you doing? It's Young Bane and DBE, like, bro, it's what it is.
It would be like, who's safe kind of thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's what you know, it gets like that though, because like,
bro, I've got 5 mixtapes there with unreleased tracks, bro, from people who are in the scene, bro, and it's like, yo, like, you get what I'm saying? But it's making me look like I'm not working. It makes it look like everyone like, well, I wonder when's your next thing, brother? I've got bare things I can show you right now, you know.
But
You get what I'm
because
saying?
nah, for real, I hear that.
It's weird, isn't it? Like timing, because I want to be I'm a hypocrite right now, innit? I've done that. Yeah? Even like my boy, I was with him the other day. Yeah? Co-producer, his name's Kaz Kickers. Yeah. Was it not too long ago? I went through like a file through a folder that he had sent me. This was like 3 years ago. Heard the same beat that I've heard before, but for some reason I don't know if it's because I'm in a different space in life now. I was like, oh my.
Sounded different.
Hey,
That's how it is.
instantly
That's how it
recorded
goes.
to that. You know what I'm saying, bro? Imagine instantly recorded it. Yeah, sent it to him. He's like, "This is cold." He goes, "But I sold the beat."
That's what I'm saying. That's mad.
Yeah, no, see, that's what, no, honestly, bro, like, that's like even the what's that beat that you gave me? I done a tune on it, and then Cadet did thing on it. Was it Slut? Was it the Slut one?
No.
No, I think it was Slut one when he was doing, and he did it on the show. Is it not NFR? What was it called again? What was it called? I think it was Slut. I think.
Are you sure, bro?
I think no. But
Are you sure it wasn't what is it? Wait, is that done a song on it? I gave it to you first, yeah?
Yeah.
You.
No. I think it was that one. Cause when he was sitting on the chair and everyone was behind him.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah, that was Slut.
Yeah, that one.
Climax Radio. That was like down there, the radio station that's down there.
Yeah.
Okay,
But yeah, because was it? I did it. I was messing about with it. Blah blah. He sent it to me, messing about with it, and then I think I didn't do anything, of course. Gave it the thing, man. I said I could never. do you see how much that numbers that did? I couldn't even if I wanted to, brother. Even though I said, oh yeah, let me just sneak it out. Are you crazy? Man will be like, fam, why are you copying? Why are you copying my action? I'm thinking, right, okay, say no.
That's the same with the one with him and Gecko, innit? Yeah. And then Genie done his. It's like, damn. But Genie was supposed to be on that originally.
Oh, was it? Oh man,
see, you see? It's mad.
Well, yeah, no. I think as artists, like you said, it's you hear a beat. You're like, I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready for it now. Then you find it later on. You think everything that you need right now, because what I'm going through, it feels, and then it's gone. What can you do?
You know, it goes back to that thing again. That music is life. Yeah, it's like I'm pushing a brand right now. Music is life.
You're gonna have to get merch or something.
It can relate it to how many times you can think to yourself when you was younger, whether it be an elder, a peer, said something to you that you needed to hear at that time, but it wasn't the right time. You shut it down.
Yeah.
You move on 3, 4, 5 years later. You think to yourself like, right, actually, that was. They were like it was right.
It makes sense
it's
now.
It's like
innit?
that. Sometimes you bring that meal and it's you know you're the chef. Like, this is the one.
Yeah.
But he ain't got the palate yet. Like I ain't got the palate yet.
Yeah.
I haven't built it up, and then later on, boom.
No, it's true.
Timing, man. Timing is everything as well.
Timing is, it's true.
Nah.
Do you think us as artists we're doing ourselves a disservice by holding songs? Because I know us man here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
100%.
I know there's a couple of us man here
100%.
are holding songs.
100%.
That's literally. Hey.
No, because I know you lot have bangers there, but because you listen to it so many times, you're just thinking, yeah. But then somebody ain't listened to it, and it's like, yo, that's cold, you know.
Yeah.
That one there's cold.
Yeah.
So I think you lot are still.
Yeah, we're the biggest hoarders. When it comes to music, we're the biggest hoarders, bro.
Like, I know you're holding.
He's about to tell us, you know, music is life. Sometimes you have to hoard because if you don't hoard, you don't hold on to it. You're not going to appreciate it when you let go of it. You know what I mean?
Oh, finish me. No, word.
No, it is as well. It is like that perfection disease thing as well. But it's like You know, because we have an idea, like we know how we like music to hear. We know like good quality sounding engineering and that. So sometimes it's like we criticize ourselves the
100%.
most, innit? So sometimes it's like, I know this is cold. I've had friends come round. You know, just on the slide, you play it. Don't say anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
the reaction, innit? Yeah, you know the
Sometimes,
yeah. But to yourself, you're like, yeah, but I just need this. I just need these levels done correctly.
Literally, I
Like I
was
know
saying
it
with
can
this
sound
tune,
like
fam.
this and not. And it's like, if you're getting that response from people who you respect, who you know are music, man,
So imagine.
like, why you know them ones there? Like,
But I think, you know what, I think we're hoarders because we see it as once it goes out, it's my baby's out there. And you want everyone to respect your baby, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, if someone's, of course, this is a whole numbers thing as well, that you look at it like, rah, if this gets 10 plays, I'm gonna be vexed. Do you know what I mean? If it doesn't do the numbers that I feel like it should do,
I hear it.
that means I'm gonna be vexed, I'm gonna be angry. It kind of stops you wanting to listen to music, but we also got to listen. We also got to think this is a game that we're playing. As much as we love music, blah blah, it's still a game.
I feel
You
like
still got
sometimes-
people.
Go
So
on, no, go on.
like I'm saying, you still got people marketing songs in a certain type of way. We still got these bots running around on streams. Do you know what I mean? So just because your thing didn't get what you think it should get, doesn't mean that it's not good. And sometimes you got to have that in the back of your head, which I try to have, but it doesn't.
but sometimes it's a thing where you know it's good. It's not that you question it's good. It's that whole thing of, that's what I mean about this world, man. People don't appreciate music. You know what I mean? Nah,
But I
man.
feel like when you lot put out music, you lot think that that's just it then. Like I think that's it and it's not going anywhere else. And you can do bare stuff with it. Well, that's why I keep telling people syncs are a good way to get your stuff up there. Even just sending it to other labels or whatever, unless you're obviously on the label already. I say just shopping it out there after, because once you pull it out, that's just the beginning part of it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like you lot are hard on yourself with that as well. I've been telling a lot of artists this still.
And I think a lot of artists, they kind of gives themselves like a time period in terms of like, cool, it's released, and I want it to do X amount in this amount of time. But people are not realizing that music is life. Bro, music could, your song can blow in the next 2-3 years. Your song can blow,
That
like,
happens.
bro, it happens all the time. We see it on TikTok all the time where there's artists where they've released a tune, like Jay Silver, for example. This McCarty tune that's popping off now, he released it in 2023.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna say that still. He
Released it 2023.
good
And
example.
now it's popping
doing
off
numbers,
and it's doing numbers.
yeah.
Everyone's fucking with it. So sometimes it's like, it's not necessarily like the song is bad or the song is whatever. It's just a matter of
At the time.
timing is what music is
Yeah,
like.
literally what you're saying, literally everything you're saying, literally.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just a timing
definitely.
thing, and like I think Doneo must have said something along the same lines as well. Like he must have released a song at a certain point, it didn't blow, and then 5-6 years later, that's when
That's the biggest thing.
it was
just
the
taking
biggest,
off,
just took
yeah.
off.
But
So
and the thing, us hoarding stops us from putting out a lot of music and having a catalogue. If we actually think of how we grew up on music, all these artists had catalogues. When I mean Lil Wayne, jeez, I don't know how that man has how much millions, probably songs out. Do you know what I mean? Verses here, verses there. The 50s, the Ja Rules, the Fat Joes, even back to R&B's, Marvin Gaye's, all them. They all have these. They have catalogues of songs, like catalogues. Of course, nowadays people don't really listen to catalogues like how we feel that people should listen to catalogues. You know what I mean? But they just have songs upon songs upon songs upon songs upon songs. Like real talk, like 100 songs. You don't know, one of those songs might take off and then the rest of them might bubble up after. But I say it now, but when I'm at Yard recording, that's not what's in my head.
You can't even
Do you know what I
blame
mean?
people for thinking that anyway, though, because what is it now? TikTok, fam. You just the next layer was just looking for that one song.
Yeah.
not even the one song, they're looking for that 45 seconds. That's gonna pop off on us, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So it's just mad,
it's
innit?
clips now, isn't it? Everything's
literally-
clips. Everything's dangerous.
We are in a generation of ADHD babies, though, innit? Like, we're all, like, I feel like I've got traits of, like, let's have it, right? You know what I mean? I feel like I've got traits of ADHD. Bro, you can't sit there on any platform it is and be able to do this, video, click, click, video, click, and not think to yourself, do you know what, there's kind of an issue here.
Yeah,
Like, I don't appreciate it. How many times has someone put out a good album? Like last year, it's hard now to even think of how many good albums when you know there was some good ones.
Of course.
But you might have spent a month with that one and then got distracted because you're getting thrown at all these other sounds and all of that. And like,
definitely.
it's just hard sometimes, bro. Like, it's like you can appreciate certain music, but at the same time, it's like having that self-restraint, that discipline that self-control to be able to say, do you know what? Sometimes I come away from music and I say, do you know what? The music I'm gonna listen to is just jazz because I don't want to hear no
Hear it,
lyrics.
something different.
I need to clear my palette for a sec. I've got too much noise for a sec. Then I could come back and appreciate music even more.
Yeah.
We have to have that discipline. Otherwise, we don't. The reason I say this is because otherwise we lose appreciation for it, bro. It's just like even in like a relationship. If say me and you're type boys, if I keep facilitating you, like doing stuff for you, doing stuff for you, doing stuff for you, as soon as I stop giving it to you, boom, pause and that.
I was about to say that,
But the point being is like it's natural. Human nature is like even in relationship, it's human nature.
As soon as you stop that one time.
appreciation goes. Appreciation goes.
Definitely. That's a real that's a real one there. That's a real one. But I'm trying to think what albums actually dropped last. I don't think I listened to any albums last year. You know.
Last year, 24.
Now that you say it, I actually don't think.
I don't think I listened to any album. No, yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
I listened to Leon Thomas.
Leon Thomas, yeah. That was probably my favorite album.
I haven't listened to
It's
that.
cold still.
No, Leon Thomas is cold still.
Amazing.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I didn't listen to any albums last year. Well, except for the Feels, but yeah. Except for yeah. But yeah, no, I didn't listen to any. Even dancehall, no one dropped because 357 that came out.
Yeah, before my Spotify.
It's same, you know. I'm gonna have to look through my.
I'm sure there's probably albums I enjoyed, but yeah, like you said,
you definitely listened to an album, bro, last year. Definitely, it's just that you can't remember.
Kendrick Lamar. Did that come out last year or this year?
That was
the end of last year.
Was that end of last year? Was it after Christmas? Are you sure? I mean, was it before Christmas?
It's after New Year's, I think.
I think it was after New Year's. I think that came out this year, you know.
Oh, 22nd November, day before my birthday. Yeah, last year. Yeah.
It came out last year.
See, look how quick that feels.
It came out last year.
That's crazy. Oh, what am I talking about? I listened to Chromacopia.
Chromacopia was really good.
Yeah.
Do you know something? Tyler has literally put himself up there. For me, musically, artist-wise, is up there now. Like, he was always there, but after listening to the way he's evolved, that boy is turned into something else, fam. That boy is a beast with it now. Like, he literally, his music, and like, I do feel like artists need to go back to the whole vinyls, tape cassettes and all that. I do feel like, I would love to. I've always said I want my music on vinyls. Like, if I could just get all my songs on vinyls, I'd be like, yeah, I'll be good. Do you know what I mean? I'll be good. Cause,
what's his cousin's name again?
L.
That's his cousin, isn't it?
I don't think he's direct
friend or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
What's L now?
He's still making music, but he'd been making some New York,
some like Memphis or Detroit.
Detroit. He's on some rap. But yeah, he's transitioned. He went into like I don't even know, but he started working with Alchemist. I know at certain points, but he started going onto like off beats, like alternative off beats. He went into a lot of that. But that's like Hodgie Beats. That guy, he started singing now. He's always been able to sing, but he's changed his name to Jerry because he was going. He was going through some madness.
He was a good rapper as well.
Nah,
guy's a rapper. Domo Genesis. Domo, he's still rapping. Of course, Sid the Kid. She's still making music, but I think the internet. I think they've broken up now.
They broken up.
Yeah, I think they're broken up. I think it's either they're broken up, or they're having one last album and then gonna break up and everyone's gonna go off to do their own thing.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, that as I said, that Odd Future has so much talent in there because some of them are actors now and big boy actors like red carpet actors and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, Chromacopia for me, yeah, that album there, cold, fam. I was gonna say, would you not think about the new artists, like in America, like the Sexy Reds and all that kind of stuff? Oh. Because I know his thoughts on that type of music, but that's for another day.
Yeah,
you need it, don't it?
Sometimes, because you have to be self-aware in it. Sometimes I just feel like it's slightly not for me. But what I can appreciate is same way when grime was coming through.
Yes, yeah.
Well, you had like some of our elders were like, "What's this?"
Yeah,
and when you think about it, it just sounds like it must have sounded like this is a load of noise. Low production, low quality production. What's all of this? Maybe just the Sexy Red stuff and that is just not for me. But I do feel like it's slightly low vibrational, isn't it? And it's cool because we'll go out, we'll do whatever we're gonna do sometimes, and we partake in low vibrational stuff. But I feel like there has to be a balance, bro. Like I just don't understand there has to be more depth to Sexy Red then that there's trauma there.
Oh,
There's
okay,
trauma
okay.
there. Like
you've seen it like that. Yeah.
she can help like some
She's still
women grow.
young though,
Like,
isn't
you know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like
Mm.
that's why right now I can't really partake in it.
Mm.
But when she does, maybe change
Transition
it up. If she
over,
makes a tune that sits with me, it sits with me.
Yeah,
Like,
no matter
but
the name and what she done before.
I'm
kind of
just
thing.
I'm tired of hearing.
Cause that's like,
pussy popping and that.
was it?
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, as I said, you need your ignorant music from time to time. Innit? You need that ignorant music. Like of course, I'd say my go-to music of ignorant music when I was younger was like 50 Cent, because that was just so ignorant. Like, suppose, as I said, he's not the biggest barer, you know what I mean? But it's just ignorant music sometimes, and then you might want to go, I might listen to a reggae because I want some enlightenment. You know what I mean? I need some different type of thing. So, like you said, it is like with the grime thing. Yeah, they probably thought, what the is going on here? what's this kind of sound? What's the?
It's just balance for me, innit? Because
Yeah.
even when we talk about GNX, like Kendrick's tapping into like a bit of that as well. Like, tell him Kendrick did it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's fun, like, you know them ones there. Sometimes you just want to, it's like just chilling with your boys, chatting. Sometimes we just chat some shit. It is what
Yeah,
it
no,
is.
that's it
But
literally.
I think it is important for me because maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, but I understand how many people she reaches. I understand like the youth.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes you, for instance, like you know better than most with the labels and that, and you, like, there's agendas there, bro. You know the ones that I can't turn my eyes away from that and just ignore it. I can appreciate certain things, but then I do acknowledge that. This is diet. Like music is part of our diet, man.
Yeah,
It is, like,
It is. It definitely is. I was saying, what do you not think about the whole Drake and Kendrick thing? Of course, bro, we're all eyes here. Producer, do you know what I mean? We have to speak on it. Do you know what I mean? If I feel like if we didn't, yeah, I mean,
I think it's good for the scene, but that's just me. I'm coming up from grime era, bro. Like, where there's clashes every day. Fam.
yeah.
I think it's good for the scene. I don't know who won. Don't ask me that. But I'm just saying.
That was gonna be my next question. What do you not think?
You get me?
I mean, it's clear who won.
I think it's clear who won. I think it's clear who won. I think it's clear, but yeah, man, I like it, man.
Yeah.
I like it for the scene.
I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. I think it brought a spark back to hip hop that hasn't been there for a while, and especially two of some of the biggest artists in the world to be engaging in battle, and it's like a trickle down effect. Like these two are beefing, and then it's helping other content creators and podcasters.
I was about to say that.
And then it's helping. Like it's all good for everyone. Do you know what I mean? And I think we need more people doing it. So I don't know who the next two artists are gonna beef, but please more beef.
That's Mustard's biggest production, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just keep it on the wax, though, innit? No, let's not.
Yeah, no, keep it on wax, man. No house shootings or nothing. You know what I mean?
It was like a refresher in the sense of
Everyone's too happy, man. It sounds crazy,
guys.
but
It's like one of those. It's like, yo, you need to remember, you still need to know how to rap. You know.
Yeah, no, for
Like
sure.
for everyone, it's like you still need to remember, you need to know how to rap. You know.
yeah, fact.
I thought a lot of people were waiting for that as well between them two, innit?
Yeah, that's been bubbling for a minute.
They've been for like nearly 10 years now.
That's what I'm saying.
Jabs here,
Crazy.
jabs
Yeah,
there.
subs.
Yeah, there's subliminals all over the place, fam. But yeah, now for me, I loved it, man. It was refreshing. It was good to see, like, two big artists. Well, everyone said didn't think Kendrick's a big artist, but like seeing two big artists go at it neck to neck, like one after the other.
Yeah, why isn't this?
Bear wise, my
Madness.
name.
It's a madness. That's it. They were giving neck to neck.
That's it. Uck to uck, fam.
You know what I'm saying, guys? Hey.
Even a dumb. But yeah, no, it was good to see, man. It's like it was refreshing to see, man. It's something different. Everyone seemed about too pally, man. Of course, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, innit? But the music just seemed like it was too pally. It just seemed like, oh yeah, there's Drake, oh there's Kendrick, oh there's Mustard, oh
There was a fake friend.
yeah,
thing
it's just
to
too
it,
much
innit?
fake friends going on, and of course he said no new friends, and it's about like, yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Would you engage in rap beef?
That's
The way he said it. Would you partake in some rap beef, sir?
Let me hear you.
I would still, and I think because that would actually make me sit down and actually pen, like really pen stuff, and have to actually do my research and find out really what gone with that person. Do you know what I mean?
You said with both of you.
Yeah.
With both of you.
Yeah.
Manufactured beef or something.
No, but just like if someone said like, would
if
you
someone
like,
said-
yeah.
Oh, the fun thing.
No, just like, it could be fun. It could be just.
Yeah.
No, 'cause you
just
said-
wake
you
up
said-
one.
yeah.
You just
No,
wake-
you. No. I meant like, because he answered this question. I meant like for you two as well. Would you look engage in rap beef, like in general?
I don't. It depends on the energy in it. Like if it's like
Okay.
you're trying to beef me for bar, skill for skill,
Yeah.
then I'm more likely to partake in it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if it's like you genuinely have some sort of problem with me,
Mm.
I can't. I'm not from that. I can't
Yeah.
just think like I want to address it.
Gonna be more,
Like
yeah,
let's
just
like address
sort,
it.
sort it
Like,
out on the side.
What's your
not
number?
know-
Where are you? You know
yeah.
them ones. Then.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah,
address
let's
it.
talk about it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
similar, but like if it's like on a beef thing, I want to fight.
Yeah,
I
that's what
want
I'm
to
saying.
fight.
It's a
But if it's like I've had like a few artists and ends like they've thrown jabs
Yeah.
at me, and I've given them jabs back. You
Was
know
it,
what I mean?
was it manufactured or?
No, it wasn't necessarily manufactured. Like at the time, I called my album King of Essex, and I had Bear Man message me like,
Okay.
Yeah,
"Are
I
you giving
remember.
QR,
I remember that still.
and I had them
Okay,
saying
okay.
stuff on thing, but then I was saying stuff on songs, and then
Okay.
we dropped to the same day, and their
Some numbers didn't
weren't,
do.
their numbers weren't numbering, and labels weren't calling their phones, so it was just like
So they have to
whatever.
just take a step
Yeah,
back.
just call
That's
up.
like,
But we're cool now, innit?
You low-key did a Ken. You came on a low Kendrick Power verse.
No, like that.
actually
Literally,
mad.
King of Essex.
There is one point in my life where, but I didn't know how people would take it, is I actually wanted to send for all my friends that are artists.
I hear it.
I wanted to like a control,
that.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Kendrick control, like if I rate you, please let's engage, let's do something. Do you know what I
engage
mean?
in something,
But
yeah.
I know like some
Some
of the man I
people-
know, it's ego and it's is where it is, isn't it? And for me, I like as a person, I don't want to offend anyone, innit? So I don't want to draw people out if they think it's why you draw me out. It's like it's not, bro. Man's just trying to have fun. Like I say, I'm the best. I think you're good. You being named should be like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But
Like, I've been
I just
on-
thought, let me dead it, man. I don't want to cause any problem, like,
Manufactured drill beef. A lot of people don't know that's been manufactured.
Yeah. Oh, words.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not every drill beef is real, you
Yeah,
know.
nah,
I've
do
been
you
in a mad, and the person's ending up blowing. It's mad. It's mad.
I think I know exactly what you're
It's mad.
talking
You
about.
might do still. I won't say no names on air, but yeah. The manufacturers like, they both come to man like, yeah, these cool. But then online, it's like they're beefing. Like
Yeah,
you're
give 'em-
thinking that
yeah.
you're thinking that they're actually beefing. It's not that at all. Behind closed doors,
Them
they're
man
laughing.
busting jokes
They're in
together.
the group chat like, yo, you seeing this? It's
crazy.
mad, bro.
But see that though.
It's
But that
mad.
gets the young ones. Yeah, like
That's
rah,
what it was.
that's
That's
what
what
it
it was.
Yeah, it gets them. It sets them crazy like
That's
that.
what it
Still.
was. Still.
On the flip side, yeah, I'm gonna say, what's your go-to setup when it comes to like recording or producing? Like, what's your like software, mic, studio must-haves kind of thing?
I'm a bit rags low key because I only started mixing and recording myself in COVID.
Okay.
So
Same.
FL, yeah, FL,
FL. Yeah.
FL.
Oh, this fucking guy. Anyway, FL.
Focus right setup, Yamaha mic. That's it, bro.
What
Let's
headphones?
go,
What
let's
headphones?
go.
What headphones? Oh, the
Yamaha headphones.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Different plugins, just
Yeah,
bare
of course,
different
yeah,
plugins,
yeah,
innit?
of
You know
course,
the ones,
yeah,
bare
yeah.
cracked plugins.
Oh,
You know the ones there.
trying to get me cancelled.
Allegedly.
Give me them sponsors no more, man.
Then I'll have like my basic sort of like 2 vocal chains that I've done time ago, and I keep tweaking them a bit, and then that's it. I might add a plug-in here, take a plug-in out here.
Yeah.
I've been working on sort of not putting too much because some of the, like I don't know. Remember the other day I sent you something and you saying, "Oh, you should do this and this," and I was like, "Bro, I don't even know."
Oh
what
yeah,
that
yeah,
means.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, I don't know what that means, bro.
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like-
yeah.
I know I still need to. I need to go back into my books, so to speak. The same hunger that I had during COVID, where I was like, do you know what? I need to teach myself how to mix, teach myself how to record myself. But there's always more you can learn, innit? And not fixating on it, but I just know I've got to the point where what I'm creating now, it does need me to increase my knowledge
Yeah, definitely.
because I'm doing myself a disservice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
100,
so that's
100.
myself.
The thing is, you're willing to improve and actually listen and try and find new ways. Some people don't want to do that. Some people are just so stuck in their ways. They're not really trying to push that envelope to be like, oh, bro, do you know what? I wonder if blah blah said, oh yeah, maybe I should try that mic. I know it's expensive. Could I go to a studio where they've got it, or could I try this way, blah blah. So yeah, definitely. What about you? What's your setup at the moment?
Set up at the moment, my home studio, Focusrite Scarlett, 80 2020 mic,
Nice.
Audio Technica headphones, and I can't remember the monitors, but yeah, and Logic for the door. I want to try something else. I like Logic.
Yeah, Logic is getting a bit.
I like
it's
Logic.
grating my
but
gears at the
I
moment,
don't know,
man.
it's just
It's grating my
I
gears.
feel like I need to challenge myself and try something else. And just like yourself, I started. I learned how to like engineer and like record myself like during lockdown. I'll send him stuff and he would like tell me like, oh, this mix here, like you need to, you know, EQ here and doing this. So yeah, it's just trial and error. And I started doing this like an online course, just to learn how to like engineer and just like the science of microphones and different microphones, what they do and what they don't do. So
Is it one of those where as well, like, you know what you're trying to get in terms of the sound, but you're like, I just don't know how to technically do that yet.
But then I'll just go on YouTube or I'll try it. Or I'll just find a way to do something. Like I'll just go through the plugins and try to figure out something.
Just stumbling into
way,
things sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's the way forward. That is the way forward. What's
I'm FL, innit?
Yeah.
But obviously, coming up in that year, where man didn't really have speaker at the yard, when I was doing everything with Cadet and that, we were using his car speakers, literally. So, like, his warm-up session, his daily duppies and all that, that was literally, I'll bring my laptop into his car, he'll write it there while man's producing the thing, and then literally, innit? But then obviously, yeah, man got the focus right, I got the UAD at the studio now. I used the new mic, I can't remember what one it is.
TLM, is it Neumann?
Yeah, it's a Neumann.
Is it a 10? No, it's a 102, innit?
It's.
Wait, don't tell
Have
me.
you seen it?
The one that you had before, or the?
Not the one in the old studio.
Oh yeah, I think it's a 102. I think, or 103.
I can't remember now.
Yeah, one of
obviously,
them.
I'm not in the booth, innit? So I'll just buy the mic and then
Get it cracking.
you know, like that. But yeah, FL always. I got that HS8s, and yeah, literally. So
My setup at the moment, I've got the Presonus 2.6. I need to change that. Definitely can get a better one, better sounding one. Logic door. Got a Rode NT2A. I've had that since I think 2017, 18. Headphones are DT770s.
okay.
Close back. And from time to time, I use the Caretaker eyeball or my what's it called again, the SL Electronics.
You love the eyeball, innit?
Yeah, it's good, man. It works.
It
It does the job, innit? Or I use a space reflector from time to time. But yeah, man, it's kind of quite simple, kind of up there-ish. But yeah, I need to change my interface.
I need to give you your flowers, low-key, as well, you know. Because I remember from before, I think before you properly started getting into engineering, innit? There's a session we went to with Shane. I'll never forget this. Shane and Sean the engineer, innit? Yeah. Obviously, he's gone, he's blown now, innit? Like,
DBE and all that.
Sean D.
Yeah,
this is when I think he even said something to us in the studio one time where his trainers, like, you could tell he had them for time, and he's like, I ain't getting new trainers until I'm thing. But he was in the sesh, and then in between the pauses, he was just picking his mind, bro. And I'm analysing, innit? I'm just calm because I'll clock stuff, innit? I'm analysing, I'm seeing the way they're communicating, I'm seeing him pick his mind. But he's never really spoken about engineering like that, innit? I'm thinking, he's just getting into it. So to see the progression from then and the way he talks about it now, technically and that, I'm like,
to be honest, I can't lie. It's funny because when we were there, because I remember Shane was like, bro, what are you doing for? I was like, brother, I'm trying to learn. You don't understand this. And the thing is, Sean didn't have a problem with it because I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, right. So I'm seeing that. So why did you do that? And he's like, oh, yeah, I did that because of about compression and and that kind of things. I'm just like, okay, cool. Went home, started to create my own thing. I was like, okay, shit. So, okay, cool. So I've learned that now. From that kind of gave me kind of a basis of what's the best things to do and what not to do still, to be honest.
No, that's it.
And the technical stuff behind it. So.
And I imagine he does like seminars and that.
Yeah,
like,
he does seminars.
That was like a
that was a one-to-one. That was literally a one-to-one there. Because he was doing that was when he was doing a lot of Tion stuff as well at that time. Yeah. He was doing that because I think what session? I think there was a session I was there, and I think that's when Shane Tion jumped on Shane's thing. I think I don't know if
around that time.
It was around that time as well. So so I was just like, yeah, man, bruv. He's a big boy engineer. He's doing these guys, done all skeps, and I said, Joe, what, let me.
You're going to be getting an invoice in your email.
After this.
100 bags.
Bro, look 2 hour session, brother. Jesus, bruv. I'll say, what's your lot's biggest influence growing up that shaped your music, your sound and that? Because, of course, I know everyone here has probably gone through a different sound. Like, you started at a certain place, but then you've ended up where you are now. Do you know what I mean? Because I know, of course, you were saying you started early, like, not that long ago, but you've still growing up. If you wanted to write, you'd probably write a certain type of way and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I don't know, man. You know me, my thing's more time is very sample heavy, innit? So I say, like, just listening to the songs that my older sisters, like, I was blessed enough to have older sisters and that, they were banging songs and that. So certain of them things, like, when I take it and I remix it and change it into a thing, probably something like that. But obviously, I was always started in grime, innit? But obviously, you wouldn't think that my thing's 140 BPM, because I don't sound it, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll say that, really and truly. I'll say it's going up with my older sisters and that.
I'll say it's a plethora of different things, like growing up listening to Nigerian music. Obviously, grew up for a few years in America as well, so like music in Texas, like Chameleonaire.
What a banger, man, that guy there.
Paul Wall. And then like more of the lyrical heavy stuff, like Talib Kweli, Jay-Z. Joe Budden's my favorite rapper of all time. Like Joe Budden. And then obviously like Graham.
This is what I don't understand. When
R&B,
I say
like,
Lloyd Banks is my favorite rapper of all time, this guy laughs.
I always back you. I always back you. Don't do that. Gigi loves it. I back you. I back you. Yeah, like it's just a plethora of different stuff. Just life as well. I thought life is probably the biggest influence in terms of music.
Yeah, I got to add, obviously being sent to Ghana as well. I got to add that, obviously just being in that culture, that environment. Totally different from
London, yeah.
You get me? Totally different. Like, when I know about light off and all of that. Sometimes I get water off and man just there, like your thoughts and that, literally. You just hear your thoughts in the dark, cause it's like no electricity, nothing, cause.
Why are we laughing? Because this is serious. Not a joke. It's actually serious. Man, I'm laughing at that. But yeah.
For me, I think of it like a mixture of what both of you are saying. It's like snapshots to me. So my brain goes to hearing Beres Hammond, Gregory Isaacs, and that. Just you know that on loudspeakers, a lowly passer and all of that going on. To being with my cousins, my older cousins, just rolling with them, and they're playing. No, they just. This is when CDs were coming in, little things and that. Like early Nas, Mobb Deep, all of that. Then chilling with my mum when she'd be playing like Joe. You know about Joe and that.
Joe's
like,
my favourite artist of all time.
Kenny's so it's like
Joe's got bangers.
Tape the other day, I can't lie.
And then even as kids, you remember like the box. And that. So what are you gonna hear? You're gonna hear stuff even like. Bro, like Will Young and them things. Remember them? All these random Busters, S Club 7 and that. You know,
Banger. Don't ever get it.
Do you know what? John realised, yeah. I think, and I said it before, because we didn't really have that much control of our own music, so we were able to listen to so much different things. Choice FM, do you know all these things, like getting ready to go to school, like you're hearing certain things on the way to school, like if you got driven to school, whatever it was, you're hearing these kind of sounds and you're thinking to yourself, raw, like, that's why sometimes when I'm out and I hear certain songs, I'm like, yeah, this is cold. People look at me like, what do you mean this is cold? Like, do you know who you are kind of thing? I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. When I was growing up, these are the songs. Like you said, Busteds and the...
Wrestling a video game.
That as well. That's another thing. Video game. I remember NBA Street V3, had some of the most classic tunes on there. And that's just growing up. So you're hearing loads of different sounds.
You're talking about the FIFAs and that, bro.
Oh, my God. So FIFA 06.
I'll go back there and listen to the songs. Everything else, bro.
SSX Tricky.
SSX, bro.
No, literally. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying. So for now, like, that's why I think why we love music, different sounds and different types of music so much, and why we appreciate music. Of course, we still appreciate the music coming out now, but it still feels too manufactured. If you get what I'm saying, like back then, it had good feels. Like even slow jams, like when slow jams was like a thing, when it was all over the place. You know what I mean? R&B, like that kind of feel. Even garage, drum and bass. Those like because we were around it where it was like new. If you know what I'm saying, like new to the scene, and we just flourished with it. So. Yeah,
that's
man.
another thing as well. I don't know if you like have it in your thing, yeah. But you see when man's producing, yeah, like I'll produce something, then I'll hear someone make a remix. I'll have to remix your remix. I'm remixing my thing. No, bro, I've done that bare times, you know. Don't ever get it twisted, like, you get me? And I think that came from the grime era for me, you get me? It's like, so remix me, I'm going to remix that remix. She just remix of man.
That's a bar.
That's a bar, Don't Rotten, innit? Yeah. And that's what I got it from, though. I said, yeah.
Wait, what song was it? Because I remember you put in a group.
Bro, there's 3 songs that people remix of mine, bro, yeah? They remixed the Corn song, the Big Toe Jacobs and thing.
Yeah, could it?
The re-up, Chapel. Yes, they remixed the re-up.
remixed
Chapel. So man had to remix it, bro. So man's remix, but I ain't even remix it for my thing. I've gone to your team that you remix of mine and remix that now and giving it to my man. You know what I'm saying? No words.
Do you know how messed up that is? Do you know how painted
like that?
I hear it.
I respect it. Like, you don't even shout, man. Yeah? But you're remixing my thing. Nah, there's no way. There's no way.
Oh my days.
You get me?
Nah, man, that's too funny. That is too funny, man. But yeah. Alright, to close out, what's next for you lot? Any moves, projects, anything you lot working on at the moment? Like, what's the?
You gotta ask the artist, bro.
Oh yeah, because you can't.
Man done my part. The artists now they gotta release their thing. You get me?
Yeah.
Working on a project with my boy Kickers.
Yeah.
That's a joint project.
Okay.
I think we've got about 7 tracks.
Cool.
That's going well, to be fair. I also heavily want to look into developing the Linjani experience. I think I'll be honest, man, even that's why I've enjoyed this conversation here as well, because I'm not necessarily someone who classes themselves as an artist. It's just like a sort of a creator, if that makes sense, isn't it? So the Linjani experience to me is kind of like something I really want to do. I'm not so comfortable with like my face being everywhere or anything like that. Not to say any of us are.
Yeah.
But I genuinely want to find ways to package experiences for people to, like you said, it comes full circle. At the start of this podcast, you said the book said, wake up and write down all your thoughts. It's a music book saying that. So I want to translate that into a way to connect everyone. Like, even this, the way we're talking now, I want this packaged and thing because it helps with our mental health, helps with our well-being, trauma, all of that. So that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, so I want to develop that, and then also I'm working on the project with my boy Kickers.
Just this year, I just said I'm gonna focus on singles, man. I've been so like in tune with just like dropping projects every year.
Guy's got like 17 projects.
I just want to just make music and experience life and just work with different, like work with you guys as well. Just want work, bro.
Yeah, just work.
Work, spin everyone, have fun.
There we go.
Rap
That's
about down, rap about life, rap about depression. I just want to, yeah, bro. I just want to show people like, listen, like, have fun in this music shit. Because,
I think that's what a lot of people
life
lost.
Life is not forever.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like you mentioned, snapshots. Let your music be snapshots of what's going on in life. Music is life, man.
Yeah, no, for me, just singles. I'm trying to just work with everyone. Like you, I'm just trying to just work. I just want to put out singles and singles and singles and singles. Just build up like a catalog. That's my thing, like a catalog. And I still want to do another Cray Day.
I was about to say, I
need to plan that one there. I feel like it needs to be planned so much
properly,
because the way how it was done before, it was very planned before, but it was
more fun, innit?
It's more fun, but the songs have so much experience. Like I was listening to it the other day, and I'm like, I'm talking about some serious shit like that I was going through at that time. Like I don't realize, you know, when you're only writing blah blah, but I don't realize how deep
it was.
I'm thinking raw, talking about family and and just living life and different girls and But people look at it was just fun. But when I'm thinking about like the certain situation I'm talking about, I'm like, raw, that's actually that's a snapshot. It's actually a snapshot of my life. So that one has to be another snapshot. Like that has to be a good 15. I know people don't listen to 15 tracks anymore, but I don't give a fuck. I swear yours was like 21, I swear. Something like that.
Hell no, it was like 12.
No, King of Essex.
12.
No. King of
12 songs, bro.
Nah. What album did you drop that was more?
Bro, listen, I'm from the school of albums are meant to be 11 to 13 songs.
Okay.
All these 21 songs, bro, that's
the Chris Brown
head
thing.
loss, bro. Head loss, bro. Like, if you have an album with 21 songs, I'm only listening to 12. I can't call you album. I can't call you album.
Yeah, but is that now though?
In general, like unless it's a deluxe and you've got extra songs.
Okay.
But if you're releasing a 21 song album, please.
How long are your tunes though? Are they all like 2 minutes 30?
They're like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Maybe have an interlude here and there.
Okay. His interludes always slap, fam. That's one thing that I have to praise you for. His interludes. Slappers interviews.
I think my intros are always banging. My intros always
his interludes are spinners still. You know, like I was saying, what's the name has to use that as an intro? Trap.
Oh yeah.
You see that?
Oh yeah,
that's him. When it comes to intros, you know when man will just spin the intro, you don't want to listen to the rest of the album.
I hear it still.
That's him. I can't lie. That's him on any kind of intro on any of his things. Yeah, but So that's me. I'm just trying to just drop that. Plus, I want to do some more like workshops and stuff like that on actually engineering and stuff like that on that side of stuff. So, but yeah, man, guys, thank you for coming down, man. It was a great conversation. Got through some.
Do
great
this
stuff.
again, man.
No, 100%, bro. 100%. I want to do this at least. Yeah, and this one definitely got to do another one of these. So, you want to shout out your socials or etc. Anything?
Smile more on Instagram.
Cool.
And then,
Yeah, A Wonder, A_Wonder, so AY_WONDA. That's me.
The Swave, just Google me.
Straight.
you should know who he is.
Everything there.
Sorry,
Instagram,
Mr. Label.
Bandcamp, all them things there,
Sorry,
man.
Mr. Label. Sorry.
I'm never going back to a label again. Never.
He says this now. They watch next week.
Nah.
Yeah, so I just signed a multi-million.
Nah, the trauma. Nah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man.
But yeah, man, you don't know it's Cray on all socials and that. But yeah, man, thank you guys for coming down. It's been sick. It's been amazing. I'm out, man.
Love.